Hey everybody, so I've got a Traxxas EZ-Peak Live Advanced Peak Detection with ID high output 12 amp charger in front of me, and looks pretty cool. No matter whether you've got an Android or an Apple device, you can download the app. In this case, I've got an iPad. So when you first open the app, you're going to be introduced to probably a firmware upgrade. At least I was. Took about a minute to download, and I was confronted with this screen. So the first thing you do is you take a look at the side here, make sure your Bluetooth is enabled, hit the link button. First you turn it on, then you hit the link button. With the link button going, connect, and immediately picked up the device. Okay, so I've got a Traxxas ID battery here. I also have an older battery that has the balance port separate, whereas this one, the balance port's included. So I did notice that this has balance ports for 2S, 3S, and 4S. So let's go ahead and start by charging this smaller battery, the older battery, first. Let's see how well it does. Plug in the balance port, and then plug in the battery. ID not found. Disable ID lock in the charger setup menu to manually input battery type and charge settings. So because this isn't an ID battery, I have to go in and set up the charger. And that's because I got it set to ID only mode. So let's turn that off. Let's scroll through the warning, and I'm good to go. So let's go back. So let's go to the settings. Got 1000 milliamp. Let's change that to 2200. The charge rate is determined automatically based on what I put in previously. So if I'm at 1000, it goes to 2 amps, but because I'm going to 2200, it goes to 4.4 amps. So we're just going to leave it right there for our fastest charge. And we're going to do a balance, but I do have the option of going to a fast charge or storage. If I switch it to fast, it kind of tells me what I'm doing, and I can save that profile. Or if I'm going to storage, the recommendation is if you're going to leave the battery for longer than a week, you do that. So let's go to balance, hit done, hit start. We're going to press and hold. Pretty nice display here. It's calculating the time remaining, the charge progress, and the milliamp input. Over here I've got the charge info, which tells me exactly what's happening. Okay, charging complete, 100% progress, and I've got everything I need. I can go ahead and unplug. And I'm waiting for the next battery. So I've got my M41 battery here and just pulled it out of the boat. So let's go ahead and plug that in. And we're going to set this to storage because I'm not going to be able to use it for a couple weeks. So let's go into settings, and let's go to storage. Done. And this time it was a little bit easier. It automatically detected it. You'll notice this is also an ID labeled battery. Makes it much simpler when it comes to charging. You just plug it in and you're good to go. So you can see this mimics this. We've got the store on, we're LiPo, we're connected to live, and the charge status is blinking, which means it's currently charging, of course. This is a solid green when it's done charging. So while this is charging, there's a couple things that I noticed. One of the things is it does have the ID only safety lock, and basically what that means is you can passcode protect this. So if you don't want anybody to charge any other batteries than the current ID batteries, you can lock them out. So there's a couple things that I haven't seen on this one yet. Right now I've only got 2 screens on the left hand side, and this could come after multiple charges, but in the owner's manual there is a cell voltage checker that's supposed to show up on this side as well. And then there's also supposed to be a charging history on this side. So perhaps once I charge these batteries a little bit more, they will introduce that screen automatically. Kind of wait to see. I don't see it right now. So this gives you all the same options as the previous EZ-Peak chargers, the difference being obviously that you can see what's happening. And I could walk away because I'm Bluetooth connected. You're limited to the range of the Bluetooth, but I could walk away with the iPad. I really like it. I think it's a great addition. The only thing I do wish is right now you're limited to the current single charge port. It'd be really cool, and I suspect they'll come up with it eventually to have a dual charge port. I currently do have one, and in the cases where I've got 2 batteries that I'm running for the M41, it'd be great just to be able to do this at the same time. So until then, that's really my only complaint that I have. Everything works seamlessly. The app was really simple to use. I didn't have any problems just kind of walking through the menus myself. The interface looks great, and it's very simple. If you've got multiple Traxxas batteries, I really don't think you could go wrong for $100.